Hi, hello and welcome in this session about digital marketing. I will introduce myself really quickly. I'm Herman Maes, I'm a marketing strategist at digital agency Intracto. I'm also a tech blogger already since 2002. I'm teaching at Thomas More and at Uhasselt. So for today, what's on the menu? Digital marketing. How was it in the past? What's the current status? What's the future maybe? Some strategies, B2B, B2C, and something really important that you don't forget. So we will start with Digital Marketing 101. We will see what's the current status of digital marketing. But before that, we go to the past. So in the past, before the digital landscapes, before social media, the internet, websites, we had marketing. Marketing is there already for ages. And it's bringing out the message, blasting out your message in print, TV, radio, in magazines. And that was really difficult to target. So it was really a broad audience. You couldn't measure everything really in the right format. It was some kinds of metrics, like for example, measuring TV audiences in Belgium is really still old school, how it's measured. And it was really important to blast out your message and go all in with everything. So now, it's getting complicated. Digital marketing is there, lots of advantages, but also some disadvantages. Where we saw that in the past, the agencies were really the gatekeepers, so you couldn't do it yourself. You always had to go to an agency and to ask from, I want to buy a radio spot, I want to buy some magazine marketing, for example. Now you see that digital marketing is more do-it-yourself. However, it's getting complicated. You have social media, you have Google ads, you have analytics, and that's really important, that there are lots of parts within digital marketing that are needed to bring one marketing campaign project to a good end. The real advantage, of course, with digital marketing is you can measure everything, and that's really a big one, but because you can really already spend 20 euros, 50 euros and measure the impact, and that was before not possible. The important questions in marketing are still the same. So who is your target audience? What are the pains and the possible gains that they could have with your product, with your service? So that's really important. And also, how is your target audience influenced? For example, a CEO is totally different target influenced as a young adult or a 16-year-old, for example. So the CEO is reading the TED, is visiting the TED website, is checking his LinkedIn profile, and the 16-year-old is looking to YouTube, to Twitch, to TikTok. So that's really important. In digital marketing, you can target your audience with all the different channels. And you really have to see which channels are the right fit for my audience, for my campaigns. Also, the world is one country now. So it's really important to target in different countries, in different regions. However, every region, every country has their own setup of payment methods, for example, or what they need from a product. Bol.com, for example, is a big e-commerce player in the Netherlands and in Flanders. However, the products are sometimes totally different. A garden in Flanders is much larger than a garden in the Netherlands, a typical garden. So the products that we buy here in Belgium are totally different as the products a Dutch consumer is buying for his garden. So that's really important to know. So when you go across the borders, digital marketing, really easy to do. However, you always have those small differences that you also have to take into account. And of course, digital marketing, so many channels. So many possibilities, and we have different channels early. We have, we group them in 4 types. So, for example, you have the owned media, and the owned media is your own website. You are really responsible about it, and you can do everything within it. For example, your Facebook profile, that's not owned by you. It's really, it's from Facebook, and you can use it, but it's not owned by you. And so that's also important whenever you do a digital marketing campaign, that you get a mix of different channels, and that sometimes you do something on your own website and you will promote it on your social media and will do a paid advertisement post also. So that's an important, and you see it's getting more complicated. It was not, before it was just I go to a television channel and I will just buy television marketing. However, now you have really the website, the social media, the television commercial, maybe something in a newspaper, and also some journalists that will write about you. So you have a more complicated marketing landscape. Okay, and which strategies can we use? Of course, digital marketing, it's all based on typical marketing strategies. However, with digital, we have some new ways of doing marketing projects and to get more results. One of those strategies that's being used a lot is the HubSpot inbound marketing philosophy. So that's really an inbound marketing way, a strategy to attract people to your website, to give them something, for example, a white paper, a webinar or something, a demo where they can play with for themselves, and to ask something in return. For example, an email address. And that email address can be used later on to really nurture the person, to use marketing automation to bring the right message to the right person at the right time. And that's really inbound marketing. That's typically used in B2B, where there are longer sales cycles and where it's not just, some small product that the consumer wants to buy and he buys it and okay, next. No, that's really used in longer sales cycles. And later on in this session, I will talk about the difficulties with B2B and B2C marketing and how it's sometimes totally different. This is nice in theory, this inbound marketing. However, how is it used in real life? Then you get something like this. So we have social media channels, we have advertising channels. We will bring people to our website and we'll bring them to a landing page. We will ask something from our visitors, an email address, for example. And with that, we will send them emails, targeted emails with more information for them. And this is a whole landscape where all the different tools are working together. At the end, what do you want? You want a conversion. You want to sell something, or you want the person to talk with your salespersons and that they can create an offer for them. So you see, it's not just digital marketing, it's easy, we will do some social media and that's it. No, it's a whole landscape now. And that's important because you see that the typical marketing person is now specializing in some parts of that marketing landscape. And it's really difficult to really know everything, from social media to advertising to analytics to landing pages to UX to conversion optimization. That's really difficult now in digital marketing. So we see more and more specialization because it's so complicated at the moment. And important to know is, marketing. Marketing is not alone anymore. It's not just the marketing team that has a budget and that will do something and that's it. No. Marketing will have to work together with all the different departments in a company. So for example, HR, they want to recruit new employees. What do they have to do? They will launch marketing campaigns together with marketing to attract new people to hire them. For example, sales, they want to work together with marketing to do specific sales campaigns, to bring prospects even deeper into the company and to sell them something. We have customer support. Customer support has every day new complaints or new questions from prospects and existing clients. That is really useful, that knowledge to be used in marketing campaigns. So marketing will have to talk with customer support. And we'll see that marketing is more now incorporated into a company. And it's not just a room with some people who are doing something on social media. No, it's really, you have to work together as one company. And that you see really, for example, with a website and a web shop. So for example, I have a web shop and I do really a superb marketing campaign and it's everywhere. Everybody's talking about the campaign and everybody's going to our web shop. When the web shop isn't working as you promise, you won't sell a lot. So marketing can do a lot in front of the web shop and can attract people to the web shop. However, marketing will also have to work together with the technical people of the web shop to see that everything is working, that the payment methods are working, that the right payment method, for example, for a specific country is available on the web shop. Otherwise, it won't give any results from all your marketing campaigns. And so marketing will also need to help the technical team to uplift the web shop and to remove all the friction that is on the web shop. I talked already about B2B and B2C marketing. Normally, I think you will know already what B2B is. B2B is business to business. However, it's not business to business anymore. It's business to people. You're always talking with someone. You're always selling to someone. So it's not anymore that you're just selling something to a company. No, you're selling something to a person. So that's really important. However, I see two different big differences in marketing projects. At one side, we have the typical B2B, and that's really longer sales cycles with high value products that maybe don't have that volume, so a low volume of products and services that you're selling. And at the other side, we have B2C type of products and services. So low price, really fast sales cycles, and a big volume. For example, a new ice cream. That's a typical B2C product that you're selling to millions of consumers. And those two are totally different, also from a digital marketing perspective. Some differences, for example, the big volume B2C type of marketing, it's mass targeting, you're using radio, you're using television, so offline marketing is also in the mix. It's not about really one unique person, it's really about segments. You want to drive more traffic to people from 25 to 30 who likes to drive with a car and wants to go to a holiday in Spain, for example. That's your targeting segment and you're selling to them, for example. On the other side, you have B2B type of marketing where you have long sales cycles. You have more than one decision maker. So it could be that you're selling something to one person, but you have to first enter a company through another level within the company, for example. Quality is more important than the quantity. So it could be that you're only doing marketing to attract maybe 100 leads in a year, but that's more important because you know we have to sell 10 projects and we have a successful year. So it's totally different with a big volume. And of course, with your marketing tooling in digital marketing, it's also totally different. Here you can see some terms about B2B and for example, we have a suspect, a lead, an MQL and SQL. So that are typical B2B marketing keywords. So where you are attracting people to your website, they are giving their email address. So hey, we have a lead. Marketing is saying, yeah, it's a good one. It's from the right company. He has the right job function, for example. We call him a marketing qualified lead. Marketing is saying, yeah, that's a good one. We will give him to the sales department. And also the sales department is saying, yeah, indeed, he wants to do a project. He has the budget. He wants to move forward. So I will call him a sales qualified lead. So and you see that B2B marketing is talking about this kind of keywords, about leads, MQLs, SQLs, where we have in B2C marketing, we just have suspects, persons on a target audience, and we have customers. When we are selling a new ice cream, we are not talking about an MQL and a sales qualified lead. No, we just talk about a customer. So that's an important one. And of course, within those B2B marketing projects, we can measure everything. It's a lower volume, so that's really easy in those type of projects to really calculate everything. To say we need to sell 10 projects of 100,000 euro, so we have to attract that many SQLs, we have to attract that many MQLs, so you can measure everything in a company. So whenever you're working in digital marketing, always think about, is it a short sales cycle, big volume, or it's the longer sales cycle where you really sell something high value and where you have to do a mind switch because the marketing is also totally different. The channels are different, the measurement is different. So you see, with one digital marketing, it doesn't exist. At the end of this session, I want to say one thing, and don't forget it ever when you're doing marketing. Likes do not pay the bills. It's really sales that pays the bills. So that's really important. So even as a marketing person, it's really fun that you have a social media profile, you have an Instagram account with millions of followers. That can be really fun. But when you don't sell anything on your web shop, your company won't make any return. So that's really important. So also the mindset of marketing should be, we should help the company to get results. And whatever we do, it can have a reason, and the reason at the end is to bring in more sales or leads or sales qualified leads, and that's an important one. It's not about how many visitors do we have on our website, it's how many things are we selling at the end of our website, and how many return on investment do we get from our marketing activities. And that's an important lesson that I always want to say. I hope you learned something in this session, and would say maybe to the next one. Bye.